Um, for high school, hopefully you guys like the new layout of the curriculum map, find it useful. But for those that have been teaching the district, as you guys probably already view, and what I've heard is Discovery Ed as your main resource for high school is not the best main resource. It's not laid out in a very nice way for students, and they haven't updated it. It still says new 2016. It's like that's not new anymore. Um, so they really only focus on the middle school aspect of it. And I really love Discovery Ed in the middle school, but for high school, it's just not really a good thing. So in the background this year, and you guys will get maybe some emails or updates, or you can even be part of it. I'll be starting an RFP process that we can start looking at a secondary main resource. Um, Something like a McGraw Hill or Pearson. Those are things I've looked at. Don't think we'll go Pearson because that's where all those books you guys have stored away that we don't have access to any of the stuff. That was Pearson. So we'll probably not do that one, but the process is a kind of I can get it started, but then it kind of goes out of my hands because it goes through a bidding process. We get those bids in, they form a committee of teachers, a committee of principals, and everyone gets to certain votes. So it's sort of a maybe some of you guys have been in that for different things, but that's what I'll be doing in the background. So that way next year, high school gets a more effective resource that's going to be updated, more user friendly for online stuff. Um, we'll definitely try to do that for 9, 10, and 11, those physics first, chemistry, biology. But we might as well loop in some of the more upper science courses like environmental and anatomy. For those people who teach those, you notice I haven't really touched that curriculum yet. It's kind of my next stage. I'll work on those upper class ones. It's typically more veteran teachers who are teaching that. They got upperclassmen, so needed less help than the 612. So just keep in mind that during this year, we'll start that process, and then hopefully that'll give us plenty of time that once that's selected, I can revamp the curriculum more specific to that for next year, and you guys can play a huge role in helping sort all of that out, and choose the right one, how to utilize it effectively, and all that. If you have experience with another resource, heard of some good ones, feel free to email me that separate. Do it in email, not in the chat, so that way I actually keep it. Because when we put out the bid, I can push it out to all the different ones. I'd love to get you guys' thoughts on those. So I've already kind of said not a huge fan of Discovery Ed, and yet that's our main resource. So whereas for middle school, when I work with my 6 through 8, I'm like, here's the resource. Let's use it a ton. This is our main thing. With you guys, sometimes there's some good stuff that I've pulled out of Discovery Ed, and sometimes it's who knows where at. So I want you guys to view the curriculum resource as just a way to launch off, pull in other stuff that you've used in the past. But hopefully we should be able to use a lot of the Discovery Ed stuff more than in previous years. And then support it with those other websites. I know I've seen some other stuff that you guys use. And I'm sure I mentioned it in the training video, but there's that shared folder for every concept. So if you guys have documents, worksheets, presentations, Miss Geiger over at Paseo has actually helped me create some better presentations for chemistry. We can share those in that method, so that way other teachers have that access this year for some stuff that you guys like to do, to hopefully bring all of our teaching up. So yes, questions and comments on that.